Some people become famous for their actions, while others are known for their looks. Tutankhamun was one of the latter. Although the Egyptian pharaoh's name means living image of Aton, he is better known today for the golden mask that concealed his mummified face. But why? What made this artifact so significant? Let's take a look at the features of this incredible piece and how it changed history. The story of Tutankhamun is a tale as old as time. A boy king who ascended to the throne at the age of 9 or 10 and died, mysteriously around the age of 18, he reigned over Egypt for a mere 9 years, during which he restored the old gods of Egypt after his father Akhenaten had attempted radical religious reforms. In fact, his full name, Tutankhamun, means living image of Aten, reflecting his father's obsession with the sun god Aten. However, unlike his father, Tutankhamun restored the old gods and reset the traditional order of things, making him popular among the priests. Nevertheless, there's not much to tell about the great deeds of this pharaoh, as his legacy has been almost entirely subsumed by his mysterious death and the circumstances surrounding it. For centuries, his name faded into the sand, becoming nothing but a footnote in history until November 4th, 1922. When British archaeologist Howard Carter discovered his nearly intact tomb in the Valley of the Kings. The discovery was of paramount importance, because not only did it shed light on the final years of the enigmatic Nefertiti's life, it also provided an unprecedented glimpse into the burial practices of the Egyptian royal family. In the case of Tutankhamun, the riches buried with him were nothing short of astonishing. In total, 5,200 objects were discovered inside his tomb. These included chariots, jewelry, weapons, and clothes, as well as many artifacts related to religion and magic, such as amulets, figurines, and small statues of deities. All these treasures have given us valuable insights into the young pharaoh's life, beliefs, and values. As for the most important artifact in his tomb, the golden death mask, it's hard to believe that it could have been lost to time, like everything else. Yet that very real possibility was what happened to the Great Sphinx of Giza. Over the course of its 4,500-year existence, the monumental statue has suffered serious damage multiple times. During the reign of the Mamluk Sultanate, it lost its nose. Then Napoleon's artillery fire caused extensive damage to its right ear and the tip of its right nostril. Later, it sustained further damage due to the construction of nearby buildings and the digging of canals. And finally, it was struck by an earthquake in 1303. If something like that could happen to a monument as big as the Great Sphinx, then an object as small as a death mask could have been lost forever. But in the case of Tutankhamun's mask, it didn't. When Howard Carter first set eyes on the death mask, he was filled with awe. He described it as a splendid specimen of ancient craftsmanship. It was solid gold, adorned with precious stones, and inlaid with glass. The work of art was crafted from a single sheet of gold leaf, a testament to the skill of the artisans who created it. The entire surface of the mask was covered with a thin layer of translucent quartz. This gave it a luminous quality that seemed to glow from within. But by far the most striking feature of the mask was the face it concealed. In the world of ancient Egypt, the dead were often depicted as alive and well. Their tombs were filled with all kinds of magic and protective spells designed to ensure their safe passage into the afterlife. Part of this tradition was the use of death masks. They were placed over the dead person's face as a final act of respect, and as a way of helping them to maintain their identity in the afterlife. Death masks were typically made from plaster or linen, but sometimes they were made from more durable materials, such as wood or metal. In the case of Tutankhamun, his death mask was made from solid gold, perhaps to signify the wealth and power of the royal family. Or maybe it was to protect the pharaoh's soul on its journey through the underworld. Whatever the reason, the result was a truly stunning piece of craftsmanship. When Carter first saw the mask, he was stunned by its beauty. He said it looked as though it had come from some fairy tale land. The mask was not only beautiful, it was also remarkably well preserved. Unlike many other artifacts found in Egyptian tombs, it showed little signs of wear or damage. This was likely due to the fact that it was buried deep in the ground and therefore protected from the elements. In addition, the use of precious materials such as gold would have made it too valuable to be disturbed. As a result, the mask was able to survive for thousands of years virtually unscathed. So what makes this golden death mask so special? For starters, it's one of the few artifacts from Tutankhamun's tomb that still remains in relatively good condition. The mask's pristine condition is due to the fact that it was buried deep in the ground and therefore protected from the elements. Additionally, the use of precious metals made it too valuable to be disturbed. Therefore, it was able to survive for thousands of years without being damaged. This is in stark contrast to many other artifacts found in Egyptian tombs, which often show signs of wear and tear. Another reason why the death mask is so special is because it gives us a unique window into the culture and beliefs of ancient Egypt. The mask was not just a funerary object. It was a powerful symbol of the pharaoh's connection to the gods. It was believed that the pharaoh's soul resided in his body until it was mummified and buried, and the death mask was an important part of this process. By placing the mask on the pharaoh's face, his identity was preserved and his soul was able to recognize him in the afterlife. The use of gold in the mask symbolized the pharaoh's wealth and power, as well as his close relationship with the gods. His gold was considered the most precious metal in ancient Egypt and was often used in religious ceremonies. However, there's another reason why the death mask is so special. It's because it helped to make Tutankhamun's tomb one of the most famous archaeological discoveries of all time. When news of the discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb spread around the world in 1923, people were fascinated by the treasures that had been found inside. But it was the death mask that really captured the public imagination. The image of the young pharaoh wearing his golden mask became an iconic symbol of ancient Egypt. And even today, it's one of the most recognizable images from the ancient world. Finally, the death mask is special because it reminds us of the fragility of life. When Tutankhamun died, he was only 18 years old. His death mask serves as a reminder of the brevity of life and the inevitability of death. This is a universal theme that resonates with people from all cultures and time periods. What do you think? Is the death mask an important artifact that helps us understand the culture and beliefs of ancient Egypt? Do you think it's overrated and not actually that special? Do you think they know more than they have told us? Do you think there are other artifacts that are more interesting? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe so you never miss an upload. Maybe next time we will delve into the mysterious case of the Curse of the Pharaohs in depth. We've got lots of amazing content coming up that you don't want to miss out on. We are ever experimenting with different ways to bring you content. Sometimes it goes well, sometimes it is horrible. Thank you to everyone who has stayed with us and continue to watch today. And if you'd like to learn even more about Tutankhamun, check out our podcast. You can listen to it on various platforms. Thanks again for watching. And I suggest you look at our playlists and check out some other interesting historic periods from time, like the madness of the Tudors, up to the drama of Princess Margaret.